Yes, people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's Friday, and I love Fridays because the Premier League is going to be back. European football is going to be back. Accas are going to be back. Money needs to be made.
Actors are
Hey,
gonna
you
be
know what
back.
it's doing it. But nah, big up, guys. I'm not trying to promote gambling, by the way. I'm just having a laugh. It's a private joke. It's a private joke. But guys, make sure you are liking the video. Make sure you are subscribing as well. Big up everyone that's in the building. It's Friday. It's me and Monts. We tried getting some guests on. Arsenal fans didn't really want to be here right now. Obviously, me and Monts representing Man United and Liverpool. Chelsea didn't really want to be here right now. I sent the link to Don and Ches and stuff. So if they come, they come. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, man, me and Monts are going to talk you through the football this weekend. Liverpool Carabao Cup final, Arsenal when they must bounce back, and Man City facing Bournemouth. Is it a trickier tie than people are making out? So yeah, smash the like, subscribe to Big Six Bants and all that as well, and get your comments in as well because it'll be good to see what you guys are thinking. But yeah, Monts, what you saying, man?
Just can't really complain. As I said, got the win. I know the win was what 2 days ago now, but it feels like an age ago simply because the final's in a couple of days. So it's like obviously day by day I'm watching the news. I'm thinking of what pre-record am I gonna do for Liverpool today because it's like I'm stuck between a fitness video and a preview at the same time, simply because with Liverpool, like you don't know who's gonna play at the moment. Like it's an FPL nightmare and it's an in real life nightmare where it's like what's actually going on fitness wise. You look at the teams we're playing, and listen, it's all Sunshine Mountain unless shit goes left in the final, and then it's a meltdown. Because let's be honest, if we do lose the final, it's probably going to be a bit of a meltdown in the fan base, simply because every game, 12 games left in the league, yeah, that's 12 finals, 6 home, 6 away. You know what I'm saying? There's how many games left in the Europa League? Round of 16 quarters.
I didn't realize the draw's just been done, innit? You got Sparta Prague.
Sparta Prague, yeah. So you got two legs for each apart from the final. So that's what 9 more games in the Europa League, and obviously you've got what four more FA Cup fixtures if we were to make it to the final. Same for the Europa, and there's just so many games to play in it, yeah. But what's good is that the fact that Alisson, Jota, Trent, and Curtis will be back after the international break, so that's positive.
Yeah.
That's
which is only a month. I know it sounds like a long time, but it's not if you keep winning your games. Like, do you know what I mean?
International breaks in there, so that means there's actually a week and a half in there of no Premier
football. Yeah.
So it's not like 4 or 5 games in the Prem are getting bypassed. You're missing about 3 games in the Prem. Obviously, one of those being Manchester City, of course. But listen, if you wanna be the best, you gotta beat the best. So.
Yeah, it's set up perfectly because obviously if people are just joining us or waking up and you haven't seen the news and that, obviously Darwin Nunez and Salah require fitness tests. So that means obviously it's going to be a last minute decision. It's going to be one of them ones where they're, when they're walking into Wembley and everyone's watching on Sky Sports, see if they're coming in with their tracksuit or not. Oh, Salah's not on the bus. Salah's on the bus. Like it's them ones. And it's going to be... It is literally, it's like, remember that video of AFC, you remember the Arsenal version of Ty when he's walking with the kit, man, that famous
when he's got the kit, it looks like they slowed it down and everything.
Slowed it down, makes it look like he's a player in that, coming like Sylvain Wiltord back in the day. Oh, shit. But, in it, proper. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting because Salah and Nunez fitness test for Liverpool. And you know what, yeah, because you're a Liverpool fan, so obviously it's good because you're going to speak from a Liverpool side, and I do watch a lot of other teams, so I can come from the neutral perspective. I think if Nunez and Salah are out, it really makes this game a 50-50. Now, people might be like, what, really? Like, I do, because Jota's already out, and for me, Jota in the last 4 to 6 weeks has stepped up. He can play left, he can play right, he can play up front. He knows where to be, right place, right time, understands the work rate and the methods of what's required. Darwin Nunez, people criticize him, but at the end of the day, he causes chaos. He might score 1 in 3 chances, but he's always there in a game where he can be impactful. And that's the thing about Darwin Nunez. He's always impactful. Whether he's scoring or not, he's involved in the game. You can't not see him. I tell you what it reminds me of. It's like, I'm not trying to say the shitter version, but in a way I am. But a Carlos Tevez, where they're just there. They're on the pitch. They're a nuisance. They're not letting a defender breathe. And you can't, as a defender, you can't really prepare for players like that. If you're playing a Edin Dzeko, a Mandzukic, and you're like, right, it's going to be pinged into his chest, this and that, you know what you're kind of going to get. But with Darwin Nunez, it could be pinned into him. It could be running in behind. He could be pressing you just when you're trying to play it back to the goalie. And I think you're going to miss that. And then obviously Salah, big game. player, yeah, big moments. Like Salah's Salah, we all know that what he is. He can have the worst game ever and still score 2. And when you can do that and you have the ability to do that, you know, it causes chaos. And I think the big thing for Salah for me is the creative part. Like the way his game's evolved in this last 18 to 24 months, like that messy pocket sort of coming in off the right hand side. And he's not just a goal scorer now. You know, he's got the outside of the boot ball on lock. Like he's becoming such an overall package now that like he's in his 30s. He's been around the block a long time. He's experienced. He's been in finals, won and lost. And I just feel like they're key components for Liverpool that if Nunez and Salah aren't there, I'm looking at it and thinking Gakpo, okay, I know he's respectable and he's coming in and he's got his 11 and 5 GA. You've got Diaz who works hard, but you don't know what sometimes Diaz you're going to get in front of goal. And then you've got Harvey Elliott who could potentially play on the right-hand side. First big final starting. And then off the bench, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, who can really impact for Liverpool off the bench if the game goes extra time, if the game gets to the 75th minute? Because Szoboszlai's not there either. The midfield is even looking a little bit light and you've got youngsters. Whereas Chelsea, despite the injuries they have had, they've got a squad that they're like, right, Sterling, 75th minute. Nkunku, you're going on. You know, like
as it stands, sorry to interrupt, but as it stands, they have a stronger squad than us at this moment in terms of like availability. You know, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you, Chelsea fans are gonna be like, listen, by the way, I still think we're better than them, but I'm talking about if you're talking the bench and the 11, because of our mainstays that are out at the moment, I think they've got a bit of a slightly stronger squad than us right now.
Yeah.
Just because again, if you got someone like Nkunku coming off the bench compared to us having, no disrespect, Clark's coming off the bench for us, kind of thing. There's just
exactly. That Jaden or something I see coming on. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's just a world of difference in quality there. But if we're talking 11 for 11, I still think it's probably pretty equal. Given our absentees, they'll probably listen. And the Chelsea fan will probably say, "Oh, we've had no Fofana for the season. There's no Reece James." No Chukwuemeka. They'll give me a few names like that, but unless the only name I'm really hearing from these men is Reece James and probably Fofana. Fofana's like, again, it's like Timber and Thiago.
Yeah, but Dizazi, exactly. Dizazi, and Cole. Not too much different.
Like, these guys aren't bona fide starters. The only one I'll say is a real starter quality is obviously Reece James, who's a phenomenal player when he's fit. Like. So if it's not Reece James, I don't want to hear the injury news when it comes to really Chelsea, because these are Chelsea have squad player injuries. Squad player injuries are nowhere near as detrimental as first player injuries. And that's why I don't like it when Chelsea fans try to do that. We've had injuries the whole season, so like, how can you complain about injuries? You can't use that as an excuse as we beat you in the final. We beat you in the final, we've done it fair and square because they got injuries too. No, that's not the way it works. If we have Trent, Salah, Alisson, Matip, and Szoboszlai injured, that's 5 starters, bro. That is 5. If you,
I admit that does impact. That does impact.
Bro, that's 5 starters. Salah starts, Nunez starts, Szoboszlai starts, Matip starts. I know Konate is playing well, but Matip
but you know what? I'm gonna feel sorry for Chelsea. Do you know what the problem is, though, once? Because if Chelsea don't beat you, people are gonna say, "Oh, you couldn't beat Liverpool when they didn't have Salah, Szoboszlai, and stuff like that." And then if they do beat you, no, you're smirking because I've got to play sort of both sides. If they do beat you, the Liverpool people are going to come out and say, but we didn't have. And it's like, how can Chelsea have got to go and get the job done. The bottom line is, Chelsea, go and win this final. And once you've got your hand on the trophy, you've got the hand on the trophy. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that whether they win or lose, people are going to try and come for Chelsea either way because they're going to say the injuries from Liverpool, or they're going to say Chelsea can't beat an injury.
Isn't that both ways though? Like, I feel like as well, like, we're not, even though we have our injuries, no one's going to allow us the excuse. To be fair, I generally think that even if we lose this game, you think people are going to hear the injuries? You think people are going to hear the injury shout? You think they're going to hear the injuries? Like, and I've got people in the chat telling me, Matt, Konate starts over Matt. Did anyone miss the first half? Did anyone miss the first half of the season?
Yeah.
Tell me you watch Liverpool. Tell me you don't watch Liverpool without telling me you don't watch Liverpool. Konate was our 4th choice centre back, only ahead of Kwanzaa. Yeah. The only reason he came into the team was because of Matip's ACL or MCL, whatever the injury, the knee injury that he got. Yeah, that's the only reason Konate got his place in the team. Like that's all it is. Like, and even take away Konate. I didn't even. I'll name it one more time. Ty, yes, just say yes or no about whether these guys start or not. Curtis Jones, starter or no starter?
In your main 11?
Main 11.
Oh, yes, would I say? Well,
yeah.
I'll say on form this year. Yeah.
Every game he's started, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Salah.
Yeah, no brainer.
Trent.
Yep.
Alisson.
Yep.
Konate. Sorry, not Konate, sorry, Szoboszlai.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to throw in Matip because people are trying to give me even a Matip.
Yeah, nah. Oh, because I would say Konate would start over him, so cool. Yeah.
I can only go by what Klopp has done. And when they were both fit, Klopp was playing Matip in it.
Okay. We'll leave that one out because I think Konate now.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll even keep it at 5. I'll keep it at 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that to me is way more detrimental than, I don't know. Let's go to like some squad players. Let's say Bicetich is already injured. Let's say Bicetich is injured. Gakpo is injured. Who's another centre mid? Gravenberch is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Juan's is injured, and Gomez is injured.
Mm.
That's Chelsea's injuries, and our first 5 is Liverpool's injuries. That's the way I see it. Do you know what I'm saying? And how about this? Oh, I said 5. What about Jota and Nunez? It's 7. It's 7 times.
Yeah. It's true. Okay, if we put them aside then and say that if we say that they're still out, you said 5 minutes ago that you believe even if them players are out, your 11 can go bar for bar with Chelsea's 11. The squad, you said the bench, the squad. You said like, I get it. Obviously, Chelsea have their ability. You give that to Chelsea. But then what I want to try and pin you down on is that if you feel like you can go bar for bar with Chelsea in terms of the 11, surely you still believe that you can win the game even without the Nunez's, the Salahs, in your 6 or 7 injuries because you believe in the squad then. Because for me, you can't sit here and say we can go bar for bar with Chelsea if you still don't believe you can win it because they wouldn't add up. So you must feel like they can. You just don't want the game to go extra time.
People are saying like, I feel like
people think they will be fit, by the way, anyway, which is more than likely.
Well, it's a day by day. It's a day by day fitness test, innit? So we'll have to see. Like, as much as people want to say this, that's opium. It's opium.
Mm.
The facts are these men aren't fit at the moment, and it's a race for fitness within the next 48 hours. That's the facts. That is the facts.
Do you know what it is? If it weren't the final, I don't think they play. Because it's a final, I think you will try and get at least one of them back. Because it's a final.
Both of them probably saying to Klopp right now, I'm fit. But it's what their bodies are saying, not what they're saying. Salah's always going to say, I'm cool to go. When he's not really cool. That's what them man are like. That's what them man are, the animals. But just to say, Marcus was saying, did we miss those 7 on Wednesday? We played this Luton at home.
Yeah. And you're still 1-0 down at half time, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Luton at home are not Chelsea in a final.
Mm.
Come on, Marcus. I know you're my guy, but come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can do better.
I feel like the availability that we have, I'm always going to back Liverpool in a final. Even 7 injuries, 4 injuries, 10 injuries. I'm always going to back Liverpool in a final. Do you know what I'm saying? Because what's the point in being a fan? In that case, I'm always going to back my team. But I do have to be realistic in the sense that if Chelsea got their starting 11 as bad as they've been, and we're starting a front 3 of Gakpo, Elliott, and Diaz, I know my squad, bro. I'm not speaking like this because I want to be negative. I'm not even being that negative. Like, I know my squad, and I know what I saw from Elliott, Gakpo, and Diaz. And I say it as simple as this. If we want to be as wasteful as we were against Luton, we ain't winning that final. We ain't winning that final. But 1-0 down at halftime in the cup final. You think Chelsea will shut up? You think Chelsea are gonna leave the gaps that Luton left on the camera? Because Luton will go for you. That's what I rate about them. They'll go for you regardless. They're players. They just don't have the quality.
Yeah.
They don't have the same quality.
But Chelsea have adapted it now. When you look at it, their last result, Aston Villa away. You're looking at it was Aston Villa away. Who was the other? Crystal Palace away. They've gone to Man City away now. And look, as bad as Chelsea have been, people like we're touching them now, is the fact that look they've pulled something out. They've pulled something out of their arse, I should basically say, because they've had a bad season. There's not been no cohesion between the manager and sort of the players yet. There's been some players performing, some players not. But at the moment, I've got to respect it and say that if I'm a Chelsea fan and if I'm looking at it from a Chelsea perspective, they're playing Liverpool at the right time for Chelsea. I'm not saying, and also the injuries, yeah, at the same time, of course, if you're a rival and you're looking at Liverpool's injuries program at the moment, you're licking your lips. So for me, at the end of the day, and Basil, by the way, Alisson, I think it's a hamstring injury, by the way. But with Chelsea, you're playing Liverpool at the right time, and you're also playing at the right time for your club, because when you go to Aston Villa and win, and then you go to Crystal Palace and win in the manner you did in the last minute, that means you're persevering all the way to the end of the game. And then you go to Man City, the treble winners, that most podcasts, let's be real, 80% said that, Man City are going to beat them by 2 goals plus. And at the end of the day, they turn up to Man City, outplay them in the first half, and then in the second half, actually are holding them out to a 1-0 lead until the 70th minute, when Pochettino decides to maybe go to a back five a bit too early. I thought it was the right call, wrong time. And managers can get it wrong. And that's what Pochettino did. I think he got a bit too excited and wanted to see out the game, and he got it wrong. But when you look at the overall performance, you've got Nkunku, who should be their main starter, probably based on the signings that they've made. But he's coming off the bench at the moment for Raheem Sterling. You've got Jackson, who people have criticised all year. I've said about Jackson, right? I know he's not the most clinical in front of goal. But when you look at what Jackson brings when he is there compared to when he's not there or Broge is playing, there's a different Chelsea. He runs the channels. He can link up play. He can hold it up. He does a lot of the things that the team like and enjoy, because then Palmer, Sterling, Gallagher, who's a third man runner from midfield, they can get on the end of things. When you've got Broge and other players there, or whoever's playing 9, Cole Palmer in the false 9, it's not the same. So we've got to give respect to Jackson for what he is good at. And I see what he's good at. And he's going to play, and he's back. Enzo and what's his name? Casado in midfield. Now, people have been saying that Poch Island, he leaves Casado hanging there by a 6 by himself, and he's not comfortable in that position by himself. Now, all of a sudden, he's got Enzo dropping in, playing next to him, giving him support. And all of a sudden, these little mechanisms that Chelsea have been missing, when a team are low on confidence, when you're getting crap results against teams that you should be beating, like Wolves at home, for example, these little things just get the wheels turning a little bit. And I'm not saying Chelsea are scintillating, by the way, but in terms of where they were a month ago to now, playing a final in this confidence, playing an injury hit Liverpool, it is good timing for Chelsea. And there's no Chelsea fan that can come on here now and say that they could pick a better time to play Liverpool. And I'm not trying to make little excuses for Liverpool, by the way, but I'm also not making excuses for Chelsea. But I'm saying, in terms of...
But this is what I'm saying. People say, we smashed Chelsea 4-1 and then they got smashed by Wolves the week after. But then they went on to beat Villa. As you said, they had a really good game against Manchester City, and they managed to get over.
And then they beat Palace. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, why are we picking and choosing what context we want to use? It's actually like, and I hate to do this to football fans, but it's naive to think that, it's Chelsea, we're going to smash them. Like, not smash them, but it's just Chelsea. Yes, we know the table doesn't lie, but are we in the Premier League right now? We're in the final. How about this? The cup fixtures don't lie. We're in the final for a reason. Chelsea are in the final for a reason. The cup doesn't lie.
It's and look, history tells you what you've played Chelsea twice at Wembley in the last 2 years. Both went penalties. Played them earlier in the season at Stamford Bridge. You had your signings. They had their signings. 2-2. They were better in the first half. No, you were better in the first half. They were better in the second.
Even when we smashed these man 4-1, I said this is not going to be the same game in the final.
Nah, it's not.
Before Liverpool's injury. This is before Liverpool's injury. I said this is not going to be the same. Listen, the table in the Premier League doesn't lie. But how many times I've seen Chelsea finish 6th and win the Premier League? Finish 6th and win the Champions League. Am I lying? Are we lying? Did you not see Di Matteo finish outside the top 4 and go win the Prem? Go win the Champions. Sorry. So I don't know why people are immediately throwing all of this the Premier League stuff at us. I understand that it is relevant, but Chelsea deserve to be in the final because they're in the final. You deserve to be there. And
I think we both agree it's going to be a tighter game than I think people were thinking 3 weeks ago. A lot of people thought Liverpool would just beat Chelsea and it'd be done. Now we are definitely looking at it as more the game. It's like a boxing fight. Everyone thinks, this guy's going to win, this guy's going to win. Then when you go to the weigh-in and you watch them weigh in and you see a bit of the press conferences, you start thinking, you know what? This might be a 50-50. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how people look at it. It's like when we were all together at Dapsies. We were all watching the Crawford and Spence fight. And it's like a lot of people said Crawford. But as soon as the fight got into the living room and as man was starting, everyone was like, do you know what? I don't know, because the anticipation builds up. And for me, this is a 50-50. And I love it as a neutral. This is why I'm not defending Chelsea, but I'm making a good case for Chelsea because it is a one-off game. And we've seen that, these things can happen in a final. Now, look, with Chelsea's results, they're going to go into this game confident and styles will make fights. You're going to have moments in the transition where Harvey Elliott, Gakpo, and Diaz have got to try and do what Salah and Nunez potentially can't do. If Salah and Nunez are there, then I do make Liverpool favourites because they are the go-to guys, and you still got, you've still got that experience in the back with Van Dijk, and you know what I'm saying. But Chelsea will get moments, and this is what I said about them when they played City last week. I said you can go to the Etihad, and no matter what, City give Brentford chances, City give Wolves chances. There's teams that City dominate all the time, but when you pinch the ball back, they've only got 2-man back. So all you got to do is net a few passes together, and you're running at that back four. Now, Chelsea, for me, I think they're going to set up and maybe allow you to have more of the ball, and then try and get Palmer, Jackson, Sterling running at your back four in transition. Now, I don't know if that's the right tactic because Pochettino is normally like possession-based football. But how do you see this game tactically going once? When you look at it and you break down like Conor Bradley and your changes to what Chelsea might do, do you feel like you're going to have the ball, you're going to play on the break, or do you think Chelsea are going to set up to have on the break? Or is it going to be just like one of them games where end-to-end?
I don't even think Chelsea's sitting a low block this game. I don't think they need to. I think they can go pound for pound with Liverpool. With this Liverpool team, they can go pound for pound. I think it's just whether they feel like transition will be better than possession. You know what I'm saying? I think Liverpool are probably going to stick to our normal game, regardless of who plays, because that's our philosophy. I think the only team we might play pragmatically against is probably Man City at the Etihad. That's probably the only time you see Liverpool really camped back more than we usually would be. But I look at Sterling, Palmer, and Jackson. I reckon that will be the starting three for Chelsea. And I think personally, it's more dangerous on the counter. I feel like when it comes to a low block, I think all three of those players can be a bit sort of tunnel vision, maybe apart from Cole Palmer. I feel like it's a bit tunnel vision. But what I would say, I feel like if Liverpool were to like be on the front foot and Chelsea were to sit back, and then you've got Jackson holding the ball up, Sterling running beyond him, and then Cole Palmer there as well, and then amongst it, Gallagher getting in with the attack.
Threatening with his third man runs and Lampard.
I think that will be the best way to get at Liverpool. That would be the best way. Because even though we have injuries, I think the back line is still something that, the Gomez, Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk is still our normal back line. So defensively, okay, yes, Kelleher in goal, but defensively, back line wise,
Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate. Yes, just Bradley and Kelleher. But Bradley's
more than even Robertson.
And Bradley, and do you know what the good thing is? By the way, I'll let you carry on. But Bradley's already played against Chelsea, so he's got the experience of playing up against the Sterling and stuff, which I think psychologically helps him. By the way,
and I don't know. Listen, I know they're going to be on me, but I don't know why. Obviously, I think Vibes Cartel is saying.
No way there's a guy called Vibes Cartel.
He's saying different. He's saying I'm coming with different excuses. If I have 11 injuries, if I have 11 injuries and 7 of them are first team, like bona fide starters, like you know what it is? Let me take out Cole Palmer and them, man. Cole Palmer. Let's get to Chelsea's 4 best players. Even though the team's not that good, but let's get their first. Carry on. Yeah, let's get your 4 best players. So who's been Chelsea's 4 best players? Raheem Sterling, I guess, take him out. Cole Palmer, God forbid he don't play. Get Cole Palmer out. Who's Enzo and Caicedo? Let's take those out as well. And let's get a 5th one in there. Let's take out who's their best centre back? I don't even know who their best centre back.
Disasi at the moment.
Disasi, innit? Yeah, take out Disasi. Yeah, let's say Enzo, Palmer, Gusto, Disasi. What team are these, man? Come on, man. Stop saying excuses, bro. It's not.
It's not excuses. We're talking about the facts that potentially they're missing. Bro. Yeah,
it's facts, and Chelsea saying we played about them players. That's why you're 11th, bro. Man, that's like we played, bro. Yeah. When I've spoken about Man United and Chelsea, I think people forget when I talk. Like, Ty, have you not heard me say? Fair enough, Man United have had a different back line. They haven't had the same back line for two games all season.
And midfield, yeah, you're right.
That's why they've been able to put a string of 5 wins together, because they've been able to keep a core midfield of Kobe, Casemiro's there, Fernandes, and that midfield hasn't changed. So they've been able to do certain things.
A bit of rhythm going.
Getting a bit of rhythm and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, why am I acting like I've said United? I don't care about United's injuries. I don't care about Chelsea's injuries. I've acknowledged you man's injuries, bro. But the difference is, I generally feel like there's just a squad difference. So United's injury. I said if United had a fit squad, I think they'd probably be lingering around fourth or fifth. I think you'd be fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
Touch the top three still. I still think even if you guys are fit, I don't think you touch the top three. I think you guys will be fourth or fifth. You'd be with Tottenham and Villa. You'll be with Tottenham and Villa. Yeah. So arguably you're near there now because you've had a good run of games. I look at Chelsea and I go, cool, you man are 10th or 11th, whatever you man are. Yeah. If Chelsea had their players fit, again, Cucurella, Chilwell, Reece James, Badiashile, Thiago Silva was out for a little bit, I believe. I'm looking at Gallagher, Enzo, and them man have been fit most of the season. So I'm looking at the Chelsea difference. Cucurella's shit, Chilwell's shit, Reece James is cold, so I'll give him that. Reece James a bad boy. I think
Cucurella's actually. I'm going to defend him. I think he's been one of their best left backs this season. When he's played, Cucurella's actually been decent.
That's not hard. He doesn't start. He doesn't even get.
But he starts over Chilwell. But yeah,
bro, he's not better than Luke Shaw.
He's not. Yeah.
And you man don't even rate Luke Shaw. So this is the level. This is the level. This is the level.
You rate Luke Shaw, but he's not available enough. That's a difference.
Yeah, like this is the level I'm talking about. So I'm saying with these type of injuries that I'm seeing from Chelsea, and listen, I'll hear the Nkunku and the Lavia talk. Those are the ones where I'll go Lavia, Nkunku, Reece James. I'll hear that chat. But Lavia is the same as our Thiago. Man's played one game all season.
Yeah, they're kind of irrelevant, really, because we haven't seen what they can do.
Yeah, Reece James is, as I said, I'll hear the Reece James talking. I think Chelsea are a different outlet defensively when Reece James is there. And obviously Nkunku, he's fit now and he's not starting. Jackson, I'll say it right now. Jackson is more important to Chelsea than Nkunku is right now.
Yeah, no, he is 100%.
The way they man are playing. So yeah, I'm telling you, Chelsea only moved from 11th to 8th place. If the man are fit.
Yeah. No, I hear you because the impact they might have as starters. Yeah, Lavia is an unknown one, so we don't know, and obviously the balance in the midfield we're gonna have to see on that. Cucurella, Chilwell, not too much of a difference. So I get it. You're talking about the level of quality from the drop off of these players coming back in. Like for Fana, Dizazi, it's not going to be all of a sudden it's not Saliba and Holding, is it?
Badiashile, Dizazi. What's the world of difference. But if we're talking,
I hear it.
Harvey Elliott, there's a fucking world.
They'll be better, but it's not going to be like that. The interesting thing though is that I think when we think of it tactically, as you were saying, if I'm Chelsea and I'm looking at it and I'm Pochettino, I am going to try and play in transition as well, because I feel like what you've got to try and do is, if you look at Liverpool, which I do expect one of Salah or Nunez to be fit, is that Liverpool for me are better breaking in transition, the quick breaks. You know, the goals against Brentford, the goals against Chelsea, for example, in the game against Anfield, my man wins it in midfield. I can't remember, sprays it out to Conor Bradley. He runs past Sterling, overlaps, cuts. You're good in transition. So for me, Chelsea have got to try and nullify what Liverpool are good at the same way that actually helps Chelsea be good at what they're good at. Because I feel like if Chelsea try and have the possession and have the ball, which is what Pochettino normally does with his teams at Southampton, PSG and stuff like that, I think they can be quite slow and laboured with the ball. And I'm looking at it from the Crystal Palace home game. There's Chelsea fans in here. I watched that Crystal Palace game away, in the first half. And they were slow. They weren't moving it quick. Gusto was the only one being an attacking outlet, trying to get down the right-hand side. And I was like, something's going on there. And Pochettino even spoke after the game and said, look, we were moving the ball far too slowly. For me, with the way they're looking at it now, you go to Man City, you go to Aston Villa, teams that are most likely to have the ball because they're both playing at home, and you both, you play well against City, could have won the game, you beat Villa, and you do that in transition. It just goes to show you, like you said, Cole Palmer, ball carrying, got the intelligence. Gallagher, no matter what you say about him or what I say about him, I'm not the biggest Gallagher fan, but I understand what he's good at. And then third man runs and then breaking the lines and trying to get in the box late, just like McTominay. Literally, both of them are the same. McTominay, Gallagher, I don't like either of them, but I know what they're good at. They can do that. They can run past players. They can run past midfielders. If it's Endo and Gallagher, I know that Gallagher's going to probably run by him. So for me, Sterling as well, got the intelligence in transition, scored against City. I feel like Chelsea need to play like that, and they're trying to allow Liverpool to have the ball and say, look, come and break us down. Because that's one thing about Chelsea that I will give them. Since they've changed that shape, and Enzo's gone in next to Caicedo, and now it's Colwill and Dizazi, which is a bit more mobile, a bit more agile, better on the ball than Thiago Silva. And I love Thiago Silva, but he is 40 now, and it's starting to show.
Yeah.
That will suit Chelsea. They've just gone to Man City and dug deep. Yes, I know that City missed a few chances and Haaland did. Cool, I get that. It's football. But they dug deep. They defended resolutely. So now they've shown that they can do it. So I feel like Chelsea need to say, yo, Liverpool, you have the ball. You try and break us down. And Chelsea needs just to prolong this game. And like we said earlier, what did we go back to? Squad depth. If this gets into the 70th minute plus, goes into extra time, and Chelsea can call on the increase, call on the subs where you guys haven't maybe got the options that they have, Chelsea are happy for it to go deep. They're happy to take it into a 12-round fight. Because I believe that if it's blow for blow, you could be 2-0 up by half time. And that's not what Chelsea want, trying to play the game. So for me, I think Chelsea need to set up and try and allow you to have the ball. I got a good question once, right? And this is for everyone in the chat as well. And then we'll move on. Smash the like, by the way, people. Make sure you are subscribing to Big Six Bants as well. I hope you're enjoying the show, because obviously it's just two of us, but it's good because we can just go back to back anyway. But I asked this on the terrace last night. Yeah, big up Terry and the guys there. And it got everyone talking. I don't know if you watched, but basically I said, when you look at this final, people, yeah, who needs to win this more? Let me land. Basically, when you look at it, Jurgen Klopp, last season at the club, potentially a last final, because you're still in the FA Cup, but you got to get to the final. Still in the Europa League, got to get to the final. Still got the Premier League to win. So does it help you guys, because it can help your momentum? And if you lose it, how much does it knock you off? The pressure of the players going into this thinking, this could be my last final under Klopp. Or Pochettino. Chelsea have had a poor season, but Pochettino's never won a trophy in England. It can help recover their poor season. They could potentially go into Europe if they win this as well, and what it can do for the rest of their season. But if they lose it, how much can it derail it with the fans already calling for his head? Who do you think needs this trophy more? And I think it's a very good question, if I do pat myself on the back.
I think it's a tough one. I think Chelsea need it because it's like the season's going so bad, and if you want anything to be like the underlying sort of, you know, the silver lining is almost like you want that. So trophy is like one of the best ways to do that. It's one of the best ways to kind of, I think it's one of the best ways to kind of heal the wounds and give yourself, listen, guys, we're always going to be in there we're always going to be able to win trophies. Let's prove that. Let's win our first piece of silverware as a young squad and build from this. Because they're going to look at this and go, okay, we won the Carabao. Why can't we go win the FA Cup? You know what I'm saying? And then go into next season with that same mentality of we're going to challenge for the cups. And then we're going to keep building. And then eventually we can go, okay, now let's look for the big boys. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 years time, let's build. It's all about building blocks and a steady process for Chelsea with obviously heavy spending. With Liverpool now, it's more of a save the last dance. You know what I'm saying? It's save the last dance. Obviously, as you said, like it's Klopp's last season. I think losing this game, I think the mentality of the players is still very strong. I think after we got battered at Arsenal, we've won every game since. We've still been very, very we've lost one game in 2024. It's the 23rd of February. You know what I'm saying? Apart from Arsenal, we've won every other game.
Yeah. And going to Arsenal away, anyone can lose there on their day.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Liverpool can afford to lose given the fact that we're in 3 other competitions. But I feel like I'd rather win and let it be I'd rather than the boys having to pick themselves up, I'd rather them siege forward. You know, I'm going to go forward now and build on it. I think Liverpool need it more because we're inevitably, I think, are going to have a drop off for next season. You know,
got you. Yeah. But it's a hard one. This is why it's hard because
Chelsea are going like this, but Chelsea are on a steady trajectory because this is their first season with the squad.
But Poch has never won anything, and to get the monkey off his back, like Kingsley just saying it perfect. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that as well. Poch needs this badly to get the monkey off his back. It's like this gives, in terms of Poch's job, it gives Poch more time, do you know what I mean, in the job. It also gives these players that belief that, you know, we can actually win something together in a season that we've been like this. And it's sort of, you know, for me, when you look at the Chelsea signings they've made, they've got a young squad. They've never really tasted success really majorly, a lot of these players. So they can do that together. I remember when Liverpool, and do you know, it's so funny. I remember when Liverpool first come on the scene again, like 10 years ago or whatever, and you won your first trophy under Klopp. And all of a sudden, Jordan Henderson was like, you know, we want more. It can kickstart something. Now, I'm not saying Chelsea are going to go on to dominate or do anything like that, but it can have a very much bigger long-term effect for Chelsea players and Poch. Whereas you lot, I agree with you. Yes, it's important to win it. Of course, it's like, right, at least we've won a trophy under Klopp in his last season. We can put that to the side now and focus on what we need to do. But at the same time, Liverpool are that team, they're the type of team where they're resilient. They can bounce back from this. They'll be like, right, we want to go harder. Like Chelsea, no, I know it might be a big pause, but Chelsea can't get harder than Liverpool. They can't, they won't be doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool can lose a final and you will go again in Europa League. You will go again in the league. You know, you will go again in the FA Cup. You'll be more determined. Whereas Chelsea, if they lose that, it's just a bit like, oh, well, this just adds to our poor season. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would just shade it with Chelsea, but it's still good for Liverpool if they win it. But I think, yeah, I like that you come balanced on that, because I think yesterday on the terrace, we overall agreed that it'd probably be just about Chelsea. But like you said, it would still definitely be good for Liverpool. But I think it's a very good one. Big up Kingsley for the super chat. Another one here. The injured 11 could beat the fit 11. It's bad. I think he might be talking about Liverpool, if I'm totally honest. Obviously saying about the players that Liverpool have got out. If the Salahs, was that example, wear out Nunez's, Trent, Thiago's, they could make a good case that, yeah, Simicas's, they could beat Liverpool's first 11. Big up Tampa Line for the super chat as well. Make sure you are smashing the like. Big up Alex as well. Says, whichever club wins, it sets the precedent for the rest of the season.
Agree.
You agree with that?
I agree. I feel like, as I said, both teams could really benefit from the win. I always look at, when it comes to cup finals, people act like I don't always take in the league when it comes to cup games, simply because, as I said, I've seen Chelsea finish 6th and go win the Champions League. Liverpool have been better than Chelsea for a while now. How many times have we beat them in 90 minutes? Once in the last 8. 7 straight 90 minutes before that of 0-0s and 1-1s. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when it comes to head-to-head games, I don't know, have you not noticed the trend this season? Go look at every Chelsea preview on Never a Foul this season. I've actually backed Chelsea for most of them. I backed Chelsea to beat United. I backed Chelsea to beat City when they drew 4-4. I backed Chelsea to get something from the game. I was one of the only ones to back Chelsea the other day against City on the weekend. I backed Chelsea to do something to Arsenal. The only one I feel like I was iffy was the Chelsea-Tottenham game. And Chelsea won that game 4-1. Because I believe top teams, Chelsea have this sort of Viagra, that they just have this Viagra that they just get up. They just have this, like, it's just weird, bro. These men are weird, isn't it? Like, and then they'll go lose to Nottingham Forest and Wolves on the bounce like the next 2 games. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah,
no, it's true. It's true.
That's why I'm very like apprehensive, and especially when we opening day in the season, they were better than us. We battered them at Anfield, fair enough. But yeah, like, I'm quite objective when it comes to Chelsea in a head-to-head. In terms of their Premier League form, yeah, they stink of shit. Like, let's keep it.
That's what I'm saying. But it's Chelsea, a Chelsea team that we know they can win finals. They can do that. I know the players and the Poch are different, but I'm on about. It's like when we talk about Real Madrid. We talk about Real Madrid and saying the Champions League. You know, they've got the heritage. That's what we say. And in England, Chelsea have got heritage. They know what to do when it comes to winning finals. The players and manager might be different, but the aura of the club does still run through. Mix Mitchell, I know I see him in the comments a lot. Big up as well. He says, "Wants need to show some chess. Come on, bro. We don't need to make excuses before the game kicks off." I don't think it's making excuses. I think Mons is just actually respecting Chelsea and saying, look, with a few of our players out, Chelsea could, if Chelsea win on Sunday, surely you're not going to be shocked, Mitchell. Like, I've got to challenge you as a Liverpool fan. Are you that confident that even if one of Salah or Nunez plays, you just walk over this Chelsea team? Because at Wembley, big pitch, final, I don't think it's that easy, Mitchell. I'll be real with you. Big up Kingsley as well. Another, I was going to do this quickly, Mons. Plus, if Poch wins, Spurs and Arsenal finish. Yeah, do you know what? George was in the terrace yesterday and he was like, can you imagine, like, Poch just goes there and wins the trophy straight away? Yeah, that's also what I'm saying.
Now I'm thinking what I'd rather prefer. Liverpool go for the FA, Europa and the league, lose to Carabao, just so Poch can, just so Chelsea can get one over Arsenal and Arsenal not win the trophy. Now, wait, hold on. Now
and then the question will be, who had a better season?
That's the one.
Love it. And then big up this one as well. Love that, King Winter Soldier. Hope you're blessed, my brother. Happy Friday. Just gifted 10 Never Foul memberships, man. So I love that. Massively appreciate it, brother. And hope you have a blessed weekend with the family and everything as well, man.
Big
So
up
big
King
up.
Winter Soldier every time.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I had him on the
Every
channel
time.
not too long ago, man. He's joke stories.
Yeah, big up, man. Always showing love. But yeah, sorry, man. So what were we saying? Like, in terms of that comment there then about chest and thing, I think it's been reasonable.
When it comes, listen. I know Mish, obviously Liverpool fan, lives over there. Whatnot. Like he's a proper. Yeah, I thought it was 5 in a row.
Oh shit!
Isn't it 5 to you? I think it was 5 in a row. No.
Okay. Carry on. Sorry, I didn't know that. Mental.
Obviously, what I was saying is that and I understand what Mitch is saying. Obviously, like me, I'm quite a chesty Liverpool fan here and there, but I also want to use my context at the same time. I'm only saying this because I've seen what Chelsea could do to the bigger teams. It's not like I've seen them get smashed by Arsenal, smashed by Tottenham, smashed by United. Fair enough, United didn't smash them, but you won your game in it. But that's what it is. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate because it's a final, it's a one-off game. This is not a league game. It's not a league game at Anfield.
Yeah.
It's a cup final.
Yeah,
both teams
100%.
Right? It's as simple as that. Like these aren't. I think Mitch, what you're wrong about, bro. I'll say is that you're saying I'm branding. I'm just using excuses. Facts and excuses are two different things. What I'd say is that when I show chest, like here's an example, yeah, and I understand this just comes to the territory of YouTube, yeah. Angel in the chat told me to humble myself because I showed too much chest pre-Arsenal game. Yeah, I showed too much chest and I need to humble myself as a Liverpool fan. Now that I'm being more objective, I've got Mitch on the other hand telling me show some chest and show some chest and we don't use excuses. So but I already know, regardless of what I say, there's going to be someone that disagrees with me. I can't satisfy everyone's opinion. Hence why I'm just giving this is my opinion, innit? Like And
that's what I love. Football, it's never fact. These are just opinions. You can disagree, you can agree. This is it.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, you get me. I'm not like pressed that anyone's disagreeing with me. Like I'm just standing by the fact that if we have 7 first teamers out of the team, I'm sorry, but as bad as Chelsea are, their cup form is different to their league form, and I'm gonna understand that Chelsea can pose Liverpool a serious threat. Yeah, especially when I've seen them. Man City had their first team. Apart from John Stones, everyone was deader, and Chelsea were better than them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now I hear it. Do you know we're gonna move on to Arsenal, guys. Big up, man. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you're liking the video, people. Make sure you're subscribing as always. And if you want to become a member, it's down below. Just like Winter Soldiers, just donated 10 memberships. So big up everyone supporting the channel. What's it called, Months? Just quickly before we move on, what's your score prediction for Sunday? If you don't want to do one as a final, I get it, superstitious and that, but what's your score prediction?
Nah, like I don't. Listen, I'm gonna say 1-1 Liverpool win in extra time. Okay. I said Liverpool win on penalties, actually. Penalties 1-1.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go 2-2, and extra time as well, and I'm going Liverpool to win. Yeah. So it's mad. We've got 1-1 and then a 2-2. So we're expecting a couple goals in it.
Let's see. Let me see all the score predictions in the chat as well.
Yeah. Let us know 100% in there. Big up everyone inside as well. Months, please.
Wait.
Do you know what? I just love comments like this. You know when you just think I love to know where this guy is right now. That he's at home or he's at work and you just type in that. It just makes me crease. I always love to know where people are when they do stuff like that, man.
By the way, smash the like button. How many likes are we on right now?
I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, let us know in the chat if they can.
I'll double check right now. We're currently on 76 likes with 200.
Now we need 100, man.
Yeah, we need at least 150 likes. If I'm being honest. Yeah. Stop what you're doing right now. I know it's a good conversation and it's very easy to get locked into the show, which is what we want to happen. We want you guys to stay here and be locked in, but we also need you guys to take the 5 seconds to quickly hit the like button, as it is majorly important for the channel to grow. This is a family. This is a community. You guys are part of a community, so let's also make sure we're smashing that like button. Let's make sure we're the best community out there as well, man. Of course, you know what I'm saying? And when I say this, I mean big 6 bands and never a foul. In my opinion, it's both. You know what I'm saying? So we want all the likes to be hit and subscribers to be
man.
And all that stuff. So
yeah, big up you. And if you don't know how to, cross off your live chat and just hit the thumbs up So yeah, big up, man. Arsenal, big game for them this weekend, tomorrow. I know that Alexander Isaac might be back for Newcastle, which I think gives them not an edge, but I think it gives them some hope, some flavor going into the game, should I say?
But do you know what it is? It's because people can't see on camera. This is a Liverpool hoodie. It's actually
a Champions League thing. Oh no, it's the league. Oh, the league thing. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
man.
no, we're gonna hold it there for a
as well. Yeah,
we're gonna hold it there for longer. We're gonna hold it there.
Some teams haven't got one, but yeah.
Yeah. Couple of you man ain't seen this one. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you in the Premier League, your team releases merch. They release merch.
Gold merch as well. Gold badges.
You know the black hoodie I have as well. The black one I have. It's the same thing.
Yeah. There we go.
It's just small writing.
There we go. And then yeah, man, Isaac obviously back for Newcastle potentially. But the same way, Arsenal have got to bounce back from the Champions League defeat, and now it's weird because it's like some losses can be like omens, because now Arsenal might have needed that reality check after scoring 11 goals and not conceding. It's like now they've been knocked down a pedal still, and it's like, right, they were too inexperienced for the Champions League, didn't really manage the occasion at Porto. Now you've got to get back on the title race, and you can't afford to slip up. So for me, this game's huge for Arsenal because you do not want to go back-to-back defeats when you're trying to stay in the Champions League, when you're trying to compete for a league title with Liverpool and Man City. Arsenal, under the lights, 8 p.m. I'm expecting them to get the job done. And the only reason I say that is because I've not been that convinced of Newcastle, if I'm honest with you. When I look at Newcastle this season, something I prided myself on Newcastle was, last year, if you play FPL people, Trippier and Nick Pope, they were the guys. This year, Newcastle are conceding goals. They lost at home, or they drew at home last week to who was it they drew at home to last week in the end? They drew 2-2. I can't even remember. Bournemouth drew at home to Bournemouth. A couple of weeks before that, drawing at home 4-4 to Luton. There's something about Newcastle that have just not been that convincing. Lewis Miley, I know he's a hope in that for Newcastle, but I don't think he's as good as what everyone's making out yet. He will come in time. They're missing Joe Linton massively. I feel like he's the engine for that team. Obviously, Isaac Wilson, no proper striker. So I feel like Arsenal have got to go there, bounce back. Odegaard, Saka needs to step up. Martinelli, Trossard, and show that they can do that.
Yeah. When it comes to Arsenal's Premier League form, I don't have any doubts about them. I don't have too many doubts about them, if I'm being honest. I'm saying I generally think that they feel like they've gone into their show in Europe, and maybe that was to be expected. I feel like they had me fooled. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Newcastle, have this kind of mode that they can get into where they just turn the game into a dogfight.
Yeah.
Arsenal, and I feel like the thing is with the 6-0 and the 5-0 is that those are teams that have kind of sat down and kind of decided to sit back, and Arsenal have just dismantled them. West Ham, the game was barely a fight after 30 minutes. I feel like Newcastle are going to bring the fight to Arsenal, and I'm going to be really intrigued to see how Arsenal deal with that, the more physical side of it. Declan Rice, I think, is still in brilliant form regardless. And I generally feel that I'm looking at the likes of Jorginho, the likes of Odegaard, the likes of the Rices, and I'm looking at Newcastle's midfield, and I'm going, Bruno's going to fight, Longstaff's going to fight. I generally feel like if Joe Linton was there, Arsenal would have a lot more to worry about. Joe Linton,
he's the engine, isn't it?
Massive miss.
I'm not going to lie, Mons. I didn't realize how important he was until he's not there.
No, I did, bro. And do you know what it is? Because I've been a fan since he's been. Listen, people will be very critical of Eddie Howe in it, but one of the things he definitely should be lauded for is his transformation and man management. That there has been one of the most impressive position shifts and personnel man management traits of a single player I've seen in a while. You know what I'm saying? Simply because no Willock, who was so good for them, Joe Linton's kind of taken up the position even more.
Yeah, he might be back as well, actually.
And it's advanced, defensive, combative, linking up the play. Everything you want in the centre mid, Joe Linton does well. No centre mid, just like how no defender wants to play like a Darwin Nunez or like a Jackson. Everyone hates those types.
You can't prepare for them type of players.
You can't prepare for a Joe Linton, bro. Joe Linton's gonna step on your foot. If you run into his arm, just best believe it feels like you're gonna get clothesline. Man has
real talk. It's so true, you know.
He's one of them centre mids who's just got rockets for cleavers, bro.
Yeah, he's a bit of dark arts. Like he's barging the keeper at the corners. When you got a corner, he's standing in front of the keeper. Like he's doing all that.
Man has, bro. He's one of them man who walks off the pitch covered in mud, and he loves that shit, bro. Yeah. It's mad.
It's true. Oh, Linton was pressing the line. It's true. It's true. He's just.
That's why for me, I'm leaning towards. Bro, I'll tell you this. I'd love Joe Linton at Liverpool. I'd love to have him at Liverpool.
He would suit you, you know.
I think any top 6 club. I'm not saying he'd start for all of them, but I think every club in the top 6 could do with a Joe Linton.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's not technical. It's not. He ain't got no technical.
No, he's got technical ability, bro.
He's all right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everyone could do with a Joe Linton, and I feel like if he was playing, I'd probably lean towards Newcastle getting a draw out of the game. We saw they got the better of Arsenal at Goodison. Sorry, at oh my day, it's gone out of the head. The home ground.
What's that? What, St. James's?
Yeah, St. James's. Sorry, it's said Goodison Park. So I'm thinking about Everton, bro. Yeah, at St. James's Park. Obviously, I know the decision was obviously like it was controversial, but Newcastle played a good game. They turned that game into a dogfight, bro. So like, I feel like.
Oh yeah, Arsenal, they beat them 1-0, didn't they? Yeah,
Trippier's hit form though. People have quietly noticed after the whole Bayern Munich thing with Trippier, you know, after the moves kind of collapsed. And
he's coming back into it a little bit now.
Yeah, Trippier's slowly doing his thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and I feel like they can pose a threat to Arsenal, more of a threat than any of the last 3 teams.
I feel like Newcastle need to score first. If they're going to get anything, they can do that sort of defensive stuff, the counter, set pieces. If Arsenal score within the first 20 minutes, it could be 2-0 very quickly. Do you know what I mean?
I think I can't see a reality where Arsenal drop points. They're too strong.
I agree with you.
Too good. Confident.
And they're gonna want to show the fans, look, okay, Wednesday we effed up. But we're going to make it right. And we're not going to make you wait to make it right. We're going to do it tonight under the lights, 8 p.m.
Rasmus is injured. Rasmus Hojlund has picked up
a muscle injury.
Part of the upcoming games. Muscle injury to keep him out for 2-3 weeks. Manchester United have confirmed. Fabrizio Romano, bomber.
Why?
Give it Giggsy to the end of the season.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Do you know what? This season, nothing will come good. And do you know what? Who we got next week?
Man City.
Fucking done, mate. I'm done.
That is me, bro. See the injury thing? But Ty, if you say no Hojlund, they're gonna tell you it's excuses. They're gonna tell you it's excuses. They're going to tell you his excuses. So who's going to play up top?
Fucking hell, I've got to watch Big Nose Rashford. Oh,
so who plays? So what? Garnacho's going to have to play right. No, Garnacho.
Anthony's back.
Yeah,
you know what?
Anthony.
I'm going for a walk. I'm going for a walk.
Man's got to go for a walk. You heard it here, bro. The bomb. What about Ahmad? Chat, is anyone here in the Ahmad chat? Because I'll be real. You see Ahmad, yeah? I'm
waiting for it. You know what's going to happen tomorrow? What? Willie and Dagger, 1-0 Fulham.
Boy, oh boy. You lot were looking very, very good on the counter-attack. In transition, it was working. Okay, I know this is raw, but do you think Ten Hag should be criticized if he doesn't give Ahmad a chance now?
100%, bro. Like, let's be real. This is the perfect chance to start him now, because I'm just updating the title.
He has to start, because what has Anthony done to warrant?
This is the thing, right? I've got to calm down now, because that's really like I was looking forward to watching us and him getting another goal, right?
You need to get a Trafford tunnel.
The bottom line is, right?
Get a Trafford tunnel. You should get a Trafford tunnel.
Yeah, I am 100%. Me and Saeed at 5 o'clock. Yeah, 100%. Look, Anthony, 2 years he's been at this club, done nothing. 3 good games, scored in his debut, weren't even a good game then. The guy can't take on a player, has no pace, doesn't have the physicality to even play in the Premier League. I've seen enough of what I've seen from an £85 million player. Amad Diallo came on against Nottingham Forest a few weeks back, done more in 5 minutes than he had done all season. For me, if you can't use Amad now when you need to, then there's a problem, and Amad needs to be sold because he's only got 1 year left on his deal, and I don't want him sold. But if you can't give him a chance now when you've seen enough of Anthony already, and now Hojlund's injured, then it makes no sense. For me, Amad Diallo has to play. I do not want to see Anthony in that starting 11, but I feel like he'll go to his go-to, which is Anthony, because that's what he's been used to. But for me, it has to be Amad Diallo now. He's got the flair, he's got the creativity, and now people might laugh. I look at Amad Diallo, you know, like a Bernardo Silva, bro. I look at him like a Bernardo.
Amad is similar to Sancho in terms of he's a tech man that loves link-up play, innit? He's a tech man, bro. And I don't know what it is about Ten Hag, but does he just hate tech man? Does he hate tech man or something? Unless they're playing CM, does he hate tech man?
Bro, I don't know what it is, but when you look at it,
is he a P&P?
He just looks like he likes man that can run.
That's what I'm saying. Is Ten Hag just a P&P sexual at this point? If he doesn't play, if he doesn't give man a chance, realistically.
Yeah, if he doesn't, I don't know what's going on, because it's the same way Alvaro Fernandez. Look, we had Reguilon on loan. We let him go back at Christmas.
And now
we had Luke Shaw. We had Luke Shaw, who's obviously been injury prone all the time. Malacia has not been seen this season. That guy's missing. Yeah, missing. And then all of a sudden, we've got no left back with Shaw. We've got no left back with Reguilon because we let him Reguilon and let him go back. We've got no left back with Malacia. And now we're playing Victor Lindelof left back. This is already a case for disaster tomorrow. All I'm going to tell you, Mons, and I'm going to message you in our Bet365 thing, and I'm going to say, dagger, Fulham, 1-0, told ya. Because I can see it already.
Hojlund was on my free hits.
Yeah, bro, take that out. Take that out. I can imagine already that Fulham are going to cause us problems now because Man United haven't got the quality that when the drop-off's there, with like Martinez going out, Luke Shaw going out, the replacements are not good enough. This is the problem. This is what I've been saying to people about Man United. When we got the starting 11, it's cool. But when you take out a couple of players, the quality is not there. You take out Kobe and you start McTominay, the ball quality is not there at all. You take out Luke Shaw and you play Lindelof, the build-up play and the natural left-footed side is completely not there. Martinez out, you play Maguire. It is not the same, even though Maguire's held his own this season. It's not the same. You take out Hojlund and you put in Rashford at number 9, it's not the same. The drop-off in quality from Man United starters to people replacing them is not good enough. But for me, tomorrow, I have to see Amad start. It's time now. It's time. But I just don't think he will. He will go to his go-to. It's going to be a boring performance. I'm already shook now. Once my head's gone now. My head's gone. You touch on, you know what I mean? I think Arsenal are going to win and Man United are going to lose.
Man dashed his pillow and thought that's top 4. You reckon is that your top 4 votes, David?
Bro, they've got no Polina, which helps. But look, this is how I look at it, right?
This ain't the game you need to worry about.
Did I expect us? Do you know what? Months, I'll be real. I'm gonna put my case study out there now. Let's do it. Let's look at it, right? We've got Fulham at home, City away, Forest away in the cup without Hojlund now, and then we've got Everton at home, I believe, or Sheffield United at home. I think Everton. So what I'm looking at is it's 2 to 3 weeks. We're not going to beat City, yeah? No, 90% of teams don't beat City away. So we've got to win tomorrow. And then if we lose to City, we've then got to beat Everton and Sheffield United, who are 2 home games. If we win 3 out of 4, I'm like, okay, cool. So if we win tomorrow, fine. But if we drop points tomorrow, big problem. If we win tomorrow, we're level on points with Spurs and they've got a game in hand. So it just goes to show that how small the margins are. We have to win tomorrow or top 4. We're just killing our own hope.
It's excuses.
What he says, no excuses.
No, it's excuses. So why? It's an excuse.
Why
you should be winning this game anyway. It's excuses. See what I'm doing there?
Yeah, no. I hear you. I hear you.
No,
but you're right. But you're right. You're right. We should be winning this game. But I don't have the belief in this Man United team. You are 100% right. If I can sit on here and say, "Oh, we can't beat Fulham because we haven't got Hojlund," that I can hear it. People say it's an excuse, and I agree with them.
No.
But at the same time, I don't believe in Man United's quality without Luke Shaw and now Martinez and Hojlund. It's like we can comfortably.
Yeah, because you lot have proved when you do have your certain players missing, you lot have proved you're not good enough. You lot have proved you're not good enough. You've proved you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you've proved that. Listen, Luke Shaw is injury prone. I think when he's fit, I think he's a good left back in it. I don't think he's an outstanding. He's not an outstanding left back, but he's a good left back.
Yeah.
I've never understood he's not good enough. For me, he's not available enough. That's the chat I'll hear about Luke Shaw. Yeah. I look at him as a left back. I look at him as a left centre back, and I believe he plays both to a decent standard. He's technically fine. He's got a good delivery, and his work rate's decent as well when he's on it. The only thing is just that, again, he's not available enough to be consistently good, and I understand why people want him out the club. Martinez, key for you guys in terms of playing out from the back and sustaining attacks, and also being able to maintain a decent form of rigidness at the back line on the ball. I'm talking about, not in area.
Yeah, I hear you.
You look at Rasmus. As much as I don't really rate Rasmus too tough.
It's so important to us, though, man. We don't have another number.
Not even that he's so important. You don't have any other strikers, bro. Regardless of how important he's been, you don't have anyone else.
Yeah, we don't.
You don't have anyone else. So, you know what I'm saying? And Rashford, to me, looks like he's playing in. Even though Rashford's actually been all right, he's not been horrible. Like, Rashford isn't the Rashford of last season to just dash him up front and he's bagging two. Last season, you dash him up front, he's bagging two. He's bagging two. Oh, hey, Saeed.
Nah, bro, but Rashford is... Oh, Saeed, yes, we were just talking about you, Saeed. Man even dashed the pillow, Saeed. I'm fuming. 5 o'clock.
Hey, Sai. Hey, Ty. Hey, Sai.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Honestly. Just when things are looking up. This is what I mean. This is why you can't get so excited as a football fan at times when your team is not great. Because 1 or 2 injuries and you're back to hope. Because look, this is Fulham at home. And I'm already like,
I'm deep in it. Your boy Ahmad needs to play, Saeed. Your boy Ahmad needs to play.
He has to, Saeed. There's no excuses now. We've seen enough of Anthony, bro. We've seen enough of Anthony. 5 o'clock, Trafford Tunnel. Me and Saeed are going to discuss it today. So make sure you're there, man. We're going to 5:30. 5:30.
I'll be there.
Yeah. I hear it. Oh, man. What do you think then? Let's do our predictions then. So we've done our final. Let's do the Arsenal game and Arsenal United game.
Arsenal Newcastle. I'm gonna say 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
I think I don't know if Willock will start, and also Willock's not match fit. So the players aren't robots in it. It's not like they're available. They're gonna be cold the second they step back on the pitch. Players need fitness and they need time. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal. I think Arsenal too strong for Newcastle. And it's at the M. Yeah. At the M, safe. See you later. 3-1 Arsenal. Sorry, Spec. Sorry, Kendall. United still win 2-1 for me. No Paulina, no party. For me.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And for City, Bournemouth. City ain't convinced me, and Bournemouth away. I think Solanke can do something, but I feel like if anything they do, it will be a consolation. I'm still going to go a scrappy City 2-0. I think City score early.
They should have enough quality in it.
Of course. So those are the 3 results I'm going for.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal. I think Newcastle are gonna try and make it tough after a week's rest. 2-1 Arsenal, and then I'm gonna go 2-1 City. I'm gonna go 2-1. No. Do you know what? Yeah. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go my gut. 2-1. I think it's gonna be gritty. It won't be pretty, but I think both teams get their job done, and then it'll be over.
Is it at
Bournemouth.
Are you guys away or at Old Trafford?
No, we're at home.
It's not Carrow Road.
No. Carrow Road's Norwich, you joker.
Bro, I'm getting all of my stadiums.
Yeah, you're getting all the stadiums mixed up.
All of my.
Yeah, no Rasmus, guys. If you've just locked in, he's out for the game against Fulham,
the
game against Nottingham Forest, and the game against Man City. So he's likely to be back in 2 weeks, which is a big problem. For me, we should be beating Fulham anyway. I didn't expect us to beat City, but still, it's a big blow, especially when you've been, scoring goals. That's the best thing as a striker. He's got form. He's been scoring goals. You know what I mean? I know, man. I don't know if he's on that stuff. We'll chat about it off air. But guys, that's been a great stream, by the way. Do you know what? The comments have been banging today. Make sure you go and subscribe to Big Six Bants as well. Please make sure you go and show love to Monts on his channel. I'll be live on Trafford Tunnel at 5:30 with Saeed talking about the Rasmus injury for sure. But guys, make sure you like this video before you leave. If you don't know how to, cross off your live chat, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, we've got to be on at least 150 at least. Come on.
We're on 105 likes. Oh, yeah. Guys, as we're doing now, so make sure we smash the like button. Make sure we are subscribing. The chat's been excellent today. Big up Z, you know what I'm saying? Big up also everyone who's dashing their super chat. So Tampa, Kingsley, and King Winter Soldier for the 10 memberships. Big up yourself as well. Big up Mixed Mitchell as well. Marcus, obviously Z, Ali, Red Devil TV, Speaking Facts. Big up. I see Joe's in the comments as well. Freedom's here as well. I see a lot of the BSB community in here. Love United, hate the Hope. So many of the BSB community in there as well. So again, big up Saeed as well. He was in the house as well. So you lot, again, big up yourselves. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Of course, Big Expanse, I'll be going live at 3 today, I believe. Obviously, I've got to just wait on confirmation from Roms. And we should be live at 3. We're definitely going to be live at 7, but we should be live at 3 as well. If we're not live at 3, I'll put subscribe. And if there's no stream at 3, there will be a pre-record at 3 for a Liverpool update. So either way, there's going to be some form of content released by me. And of course, big up. Make sure you catch my stream with me and Rants as well, which was a really good.
Big up Rants as well every time.
As well. So make sure you subscribe, man. We're nearly 1/3 of the way to 9K already after hitting 8K. Like 7 days ago. So let's keep everything going.
Keep the momentum going, man. Make sure you do that. It comes free as well, man. And you know, with Rasmus, all I can leave you with lot is my feeling towards Rasmus is this:
we cannot replace him. We cannot.
And on that note,
We cannot replace him.
good night.